Hello again. Um, I'm back. You just listened to me for 30, 40 minutes, whatever it was, and I'm back. All right, so chapter 2, I said we were going to be posting some more videos dealing with the next chapter. This class motors on. It goes very quickly. So, the air that we breathe. It's interesting, as I was getting ready to hit the button and start talking to you, I was thinking about an incident. I remember one of my early memories from childhood, and I was standing in our front yard, and the wind was blowing against me, and all of a sudden I was thinking, what is this? What is this stuff? Now, I knew it was air, but I was kind of sitting there thinking and marveling at this material that was hitting me, that I could feel the wind blowing against me. And I was thinking, and then, of course, other times, like here sitting inside, if I sit still, I don't really feel the air, but if I wave my arm, I say, yeah, I can feel it. So air is there. It's all around us. It's invisible, and it's critical for life. Everyone knows that. If I was to ask you, here's the question: why do we breathe? Why do you breathe? And I can tell you the answer I would get: because I die. Well, duh. Of course you die. But why? Why would you die? It's not, I mean, and so maybe you've never thought about that. There is something if you were to take a general biology class, we would at some point we would talk about something called cellular respiration. And it's kind of a boring topic dealing with how we extract energy that is stored in molecules. Here we were this morning, we were just talking about how atoms combine together to form compounds and molecules. And when they do that, they actually, in some cases, when it's food, they store energy. And in order for you to release that energy so you can use it, so you can live, it requires oxygen for cellular respiration. And so the air we breathe contains oxygen. Another interesting point: oxygen is not the most common component of air. What's the main thing that is present in air is nitrogen, then oxygen, and then argon. So 78%, 21%, that brings us to 99%. 99% of the air is nitrogen and oxygen. And then we have argon, which is a little bit under 1%. And so that brings us to 99.9%. And then we've got all that other stuff. Just as a prelude for later on, I'll be talking about CO2. And I think everyone probably knows you breathe in oxygen and you exhale CO2. This is from that cellular respiration as well. So you have carbon-containing compounds that your body uses for energy. And what it does is it chops that big carbon-containing molecule, it cuts it up into little tiny pieces, and individual atoms of carbon, and they combine with oxygen. And that is so you cut this large carbon-containing molecule into small individual carbons. You extract the energy in those electrons that were holding it together, and that's what you use to live. And that's why we breathe. Now, so I already just described something. I said, I breathe in oxygen and I exhale CO2. So my first bullet up here says humans alter their atmosphere. Just by breathing, I'm changing the atmosphere. In addition, though, we also know we do a whole lot of other things that change our atmosphere. We drive cars, we produce electricity with coal and other fossil fuels. We do all kinds of stuff that ends up in this less than 1% of the atmosphere. So we end up with trace gases like CO2 and then various forms of pollution. And we're going to be talking about all of that here in the next few slides of this PowerPoint. Okay, slide number 1, complete.